to make your brows fine and sharp. So when you apply concealer, you won't stress it. My concealer doesn't take time. Applying concealer. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're stopping by for the first time, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and even share this video. On today's episode of brow tutorial, this is a very detailed brow tutorial. So first off, I was applying my brow gel. I used the Damel Bramatic eyebrow gel to place my brows. My client here has microbladed brows already, but I have to draw out. I can't draw it on top of the microblade. So first off, I used a powder that is almost her shade, just a shade lighter than her skin, to cover up her microbladed brows. I tried to cover everything up, and that was before I used the brow gel to put the brows in place before I started using my powder to cover up the brows. So then after then I'll start with outlining my brows. If you watched the previous video, I made mention of you try to outline your brows. Start with the underbrows, you start with the bottom, like you just go gradually. You hold your brow brush. I use the Vicabel Angle brush that also has a spoolie. You go with the bottom, like hold your brush like you're holding your pen, the way you write, so that you can be very comfortable. Then start shading it little by little, so that it can give you that straight line you want. Just keep on shading them little by little till you get what you want. Then after doing the bottom, I went to the top and started shade the same thing little by little. Then if you notice where I didn't start from the front, I started from almost the middle. Why I started from there, I like my brows to look very natural. In our brows we don't have lines there. I like my brows to look very natural, so I don't start from the front. I start from almost the middle. Then when I do the bottom, I still do the top. I still start from almost the middle. Then gently, I take it gently. I keep on shading them till I get what I want. Because now I don't want my brows looking somehow before concealer. I like my brows to be always sharp, looking so fine even before applying concealer. So here I said shading the brows little by little. So I use an eyebrow gel. I think it's called Carite eyebrow gel. I mixed it. I used the black and the brown. I mixed them together so that I can pop. I didn't use the brown because it was light. Then I didn't use just the black because it was too dark. So I had to mix them together because of her shade of skin. So yeah, I started stroking out the brows, giving it false brows to make it look real, like it's her natural brows. You see me stroking them one after the other, applying false brows, just false lines to make it look like their hairs. So I'll keep on doing this. I won't shade it. I won't make it too thick. I won't make it too dark. I'll just keep shading it to make it look very light. But after I do, I go to the mirror and check if it's okay. If it's not, I still go over it, start stroking gently. Please, with light-handed. Don't stroke like you're drawing your brows. It should be very light-handed. Please just stroke it easily so that it won't be too dark. You see, I'll keep on doing it till I am pleased with how the brows look. Then I'll go over to do the other one. But I'll before I go over, I'll just try to make sure it is perfect because I'll use this to draw the other one. This has to be perfect, so the other one too has to be perfect. Do you understand? So yeah, I think after this, I'll just go over to do the next brow off camera. So yeah, you see how the both of them are looking so identical. Yes, brows are they must not look alike, but they should look like twins, identical twins. so that you would hardly spot the difference. Don't make one brow looking different and the other one looking somehow. So you see, I just went over with my eye pencil, my Davis eye pencil, to just go over it light handed. I not thickening my hand. I'm not pressing my hand on the brows. You see how fine they are. Now I have to apply my concealer. You see, I did the work already with drawing the brows. She can even go out like this without the concealer because it's fine. That's why I always advise people, please try to make your brows fine. Try to make your brows fine and sharp. So when you apply concealer, you won't stress it. My concealer doesn't take time. Applying concealer doesn't stress me at all. Do you know there's some people that will apply concealer and they'll keep on going over it? It won't look nice because why? They're trying to use the concealer to sharpen the brows. No, the concealer should just be like a highlighter on the brow bone. That's all. But I think some people always would want to use the concealer as even the eye pencil and they start having issues. But me, I don't have issues with my concealer because my brows are always very sharp. Now you see what I'm doing here. I'm using the back of my brush. If you watched my previous video, I told you I was using the back of my brush first before even using the front. Now there's something it does. There's a magic it does. It makes the concealer, it smoothens the concealer better before you even use your brush, because there are some concealers that are watery, oily, so you don't want to place your brush on it and it starts patching. So what I do, I always use the under of my brush to smoothen it. Then while using the brush, it doesn't patch, it's always very smooth. You see how smooth it is, right? So that is what I do. That's the technique that I would want you to learn too, because trust me, you will enjoy it. Just use it, go over it. It will not spoil your brow. It will not do anything. It will just even smoothen it more. You see how fine it is. You see how fine these brows are. Ah, look at the one without the concealer. It's even looking like there's a concealer on it. So after that, I'll just go over to do the second one. So I just did. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use that powder shade that I used to cover her brows. You can use a shade lighter, maybe a shade, 2 shades lighter than her skin, a shade lighter than her skin tone. You can just use it to put on the place on the part where you put your concealer. Do you know why I do this? I do this because most times your clients can sweat, and if your concealer is oily, trust me, your clients will sweat and sweat on the concealer. But when it's dry, even if your client sweats, it would not disturb. It won't disturb. So that's why I always go over with a powder to dry out the on the brow bone. I always use the powder. So yes, guys, I'll go over after doing this. I'll go over to do the next one. If you enjoyed this video and if you watched till this far, you can tell me what next you want, and I would always post for you guys like I promised. See you guys on the next. Bye.